Hello guys, and welcome to a new Steel Division video today by me, Vulcan. Today I have for you a 4 versus 4 on Bois de Limors, and in this one I'm going to be playing with the 6th Airborne. So I thought it'd been a while since I played around Bois de Limors a little bit, and I'm not particularly a massive fan of the 6th Airborne, so you don't see me play them very often. So I thought I would jump into a game with them. Looks like I'm assigned this area of the forest, sort of the left side forest. So let me get some troops down. And it's most likely going to be airborne para spam to start off with. So we'll go for double airborne paras along the way. My biggest threat really is the 16th Luftwaffe, which isn't something that you'd normally say. But the Luftwaffe pioneers that they can get early on are pretty deadly for my airborne paras, so this could get scary pretty quickly.
Yes, sir.
Let me just make sure that I'm getting my units into position. I guess we'll go like 2 units here, 2 units here. Probably the best way to do it. We'll get them as far up as we can. Probably going to do fast move and then unload at position commands. Mainly because the roads in the forests are generally pretty difficult to navigate. We'll try and get across that road as well.
Ready to transport.
Like the unload at position command often sends your troops off in weird and wonky positions. So I'm going to try and avoid that. I'm going to maybe get some Bren group to cover the open, although that'd probably be better off with like a Polston here or something, and maybe a Polston here as well, get the crossfire going. So I'm going to bring in both my Polstons early on. They'll also help us cover the sky, of course. So we'll do the fast move to here, and then unload at position. Fast move to here, unload at position. Looks like I accidentally deleted one of my airborne paras. So I've accidentally right-clicked on them.
Need a ride. Understood. Everybody out.
Alright, and we're going to need airborne leader for both of those. So we'll have one come up here and unload, and we'll have one
We can give some fire support,
come up
sir.
here and unload.
Everybody out.
Cool. The other thing I could use is possibly some ox and bucks, because they do have Piats, which are very useful for taking out
Someone called for a cab.
armoured vehicles that harass you early on. Might bring some of those into there.
Out.
We'll bring some with our blob on this left side. 381mm off map, is that a choice? Maybe. If this gets spammed with infantry early on, that would be a very good choice indeed. So let's maybe bring in some scouts.
Long way to Tipperary.
And I will have them try and get as far up as I can and then unload.
Everybody out.
And then have the off map ready to go from the start, because that will likely allow me to punch through pretty early on if I come up against the 16th Luftwaffe. Because if I can delete his pioneer squads early on, I'll have a big advantage going into the later game. So it's a pretty big cheese strategy, but if it works, then it's not stupid. I'm probably going to follow up with pathfinders. Maybe some more infantry on my first tick. So I can afford myself maybe a unit of airborne brain group and a unit of pathfinders. And I'll bring up the pathfinders up this road towards the centre of the forest. And I'll have my brain group join my airborne paras over here. Alright then, we are off. Let's bring up my off map. I'm going to keep it tucked in on this side, I think. I'm going to try and get it in here where it's hidden.
Someone called for a cab.
Hopefully I have enough command. You can see all of the groovy lines I've got going on here with the fast move and unload at position commands. Might also need an AT gun for this road, but it looks like Double Duck's got that covered early on. And Magic Man's got my left covered with an AT gun as well. So that's quite nice. Let's get those Pathfinders in. And I'll grab in some Bren group as well.
Sir? Come on, chaps. The war's over there.
So the idea is that I see where the units are coming in with these scouts, and then we bombard the crap out of them. So here it will be. Oh, and there. Okay. Let's get off the road.
Yes, Captain.
I'm going to bring this over to the right side, because this is another blob that we can take care of with an artillery strike. I have to be careful with my infantry actually, because if any of the shots land on the edge of that circle, I'm going to be in a pretty bad spot. That's going to be juicy though, I'll tell you that much.
Come on, chaps. The war's over there. Airborne ready, sir.
Let's bring up maybe a Tetrarch to take care of any half-tracks that we come across. Bolston's already killed. Right, time to go for the off-map strike here. And we'll keep the airborne paras back.
Red Devils, at your orders.
We do have Pathfinders here as well, so they can join us.
Ready, sir. Observer on the move. Move, and keep your interval. We'll deploy in this position.
Let's try and get all the way across. Make sure those airborne leader keep up.
Yes, Captain. At your orders, Captain. Everybody out. Look for Jerry. Platoon formed and ready.
Wow. They are getting wrecked there.
Howard, Templeton, come with me. Back, back. Sir, yes, sir.
I guess the last shot goes here then.
Товарищ, не стреляй. Объясни, сэр. Объясни, сэр. Airborne ready, sir.
Right, those guys should surrender.
Howard,
Yep, good.
Templeton, come with me.
We're in a good spot now. Very good spot actually.
I'm taking care of them, sir. We're doomed.
Should have got the off map on top of their
Red Devil.
mortars here actually. That would have been a good shout.
I am in charge here.
Gonna bring in the Tetrarch CS.
My staff and myself are ready.
Easily as they're dead. That's what I like to see.
Dead.
Need to make sure that I get these guys up into range.
Back, back. Platoon formed.
You don't want those
and ready.
Fusiliers surrendering my airborne paras. That would be very bad.
7 platoon, C company. We're doomed.
So I'm gonna need my own mortars to counter their mortars, I think. We're gonna bring those up. Let's get this off map out of here. I'm not sure how much work it did, but it seemed to give us a punch early on. So that's quite nice.
Waiting for action. Go Red Devils, go.
Got to keep this airborne leader centered.
Devils, at your orders. Bucky's down. Bring us there, taxi. Sir, yes, sir.
We need to stop those airborne paras so they can engage the grenadiers.
Let's liberate some French ladies.
Don't know why I didn't have them on an attack move. That was silly.
This war will be over by Christmas.
Probably going to die because of that now. We'll bring up some reinforcing ones. The idea here is just to keep the pressure on early on.
ladies. We can give some fire support, sir. Get out.
I'm assuming there's a unit here somewhere.
Someone called
If
for a
not,
cab.
we can just kind of try and push through to this 81mm
7 platoon,
mortar.
C company.
Let's bring the Oxen Bucks over to the road. We'll get the Airborne Brain Group over here.
And keep your interval. Yes, sir. Full speed, driver.
This tech truck CS needs to take a different turn, that's for sure.
At your orders, Captain. Get out now.
Mortar can start hitting the MG.
Platoon formed and ready.
Yeah, running down those grenadiers. It's good.
Out there, shoot first, then ask questions later.
And down the MG.
Platoon formed and ready.
Cool.
Howard, Templeton, come with me.
Right, that opened up the map there. Get these airborne leader across. I'm gonna need another command here, I think.
Delighted, sir. Truly delighted.
Roger. Changing position. Out.
Red Devil, at your orders. Yes, Captain. Yes, Captain.
Alright, let's try and push across with these Pathfinders. I have the tech truck here to support them if I need to.
Yes, sir.
And also just mortar that area.
I hear you loud and clear.
Pin things down if we need to. Pretty sure his mortars are like run out of ammunition or something because he was using them quite a lot. Now he doesn't seem to be at all.
Radio check, red 1-6, over. We can give some fire support, sir.
Right, 56% territory lead. Not bad.
This is a story you'll tell your grandchildren. I've got him. Grab the binoculars, Corporal.
I'm going to bring up an anti-tank gun to take out this Panzer III because that's going to be annoying otherwise.
We're paratroopers. We're supposed to be surrounded. Let's go, Lieutenant.
Juggling around those units a little bit. We'll get the Airborne Paras to come across here because I'm pretty sure some grenadiers in this area.
Waiting for action. Move fast and clear. Get out now. Delighted, sir. Truly delighted.
We've got the tech truck on the road here, which is good for taking out reinforcements.
Right then. Yes, Captain.
Bring in the guns there, sir.
Yes, sir. Platoon formed and ready. Move out, men. Attention. Roger. Advance and engage.
Right, well, there goes the grenadiers. That's good.
7 platoon, C company.
We'll keep this airborne leader over on the left side here,
We're paratroopers. We're supposed
and
to be surrounded.
we'll have this one on the right. Bring up some Oxen Bucks here.
Radio check, red
Tech truck CS is doing a good job of helping support the infantry, which is what I like to see.
We can give some fire.
And my AT gun's nearly in position.
Go in there. Give us a good firing position. Orders are to shoot on sight.
And Pack 38 shoot itself. Let's kill that off.
Coordinates.
And we moved into phase B. Okay, so that's just going to enable me to bring in M1 howitzers, because those will be very useful.
Artillery at your orders.
I'm probably better off smoking these guys, actually.
He's down.
We're operational.
We're doomed.
We're operational.
Howard, Templeton, come with me.
Waiting for fire coordinates.
Unspotted. Prepare for fight.
At your orders, Captain.
Go, gentlemen. Beware of Huns. Guns ready.
You need to get that Polston out of there. Don't want that engaging that.
Looking for enemy planes.
10 degrees up. Fire.
Recon seat ready.
Right, time to bring out some more reinforcements, which are going to just be landing here, I think.
At your service, sir. Bring us there, taxi.
You can get the airborne leader to help out with that engagement. We double team the Ostroop and they'll go down very quickly.
Waiting for fire coordinates.
I'm taking care of them, sir. Ready to transport. Я не немец, не стреляй! We're moving, lads. Any orders? Sir, get out, now.
Fire. Smash them.
Right, time to get the mortars going.
Ready, sir.
Got a weapon jam onto the Panzer III.
Just in case. Platoon formed and ready.
And the Ox and Bucks in that range. Not sure they're going to be that good against an MG, but they did manage to do the job, which is good.
Moving on to the new firing position.
Bring up some reinforcements. We'll get some supply in there.
We need morphine, here!
I guess I'm going to need more infantry as well, but we have artillery for now.
Sir.
Let's get that firing away. I'm just going to put that on a control group. I'm going to bring up some more recon across the board so that we can see what we're going up against.
Ready. Assault formation on
Get the Tetrarch to move up. Provide us with some MG support.
Das war's.
I need my
The captain makes him a target for
airborne leader there. Where's that mortar?
10 degrees up. Fire.
Grenadiers running into airborne paras. They're not going to last very long. Good.
Ready to pound them, sir.
So far, so good indeed.
Someone called for a cab.
Right, those guys can go left. These guys can go right.
Another one bites the dust.
Sir, yes, sir.
Oh, we actually killed their mortar, which is good.
Bring in the guns there, sir.
He's down.
Slowly making our way forwards. I'm very tempted to bring up a Cromwell now. I might also bring up another Tetrarch CS. Oh, that poor Tetrarch is very dead right now unless I smoke it off.
Waiting for action. Out there, shoot first, then ask questions later. We're doomed! Move fast and clear. Sir, yes,
Get my paras out of there. Get the Ox and Bucks forwards. I'll bring in the last of my Ox and Bucks here as well.
Yes, sir.
You can keep that Tetrarch smoked off and I can fix it up after I finish reloading this mortar. Which I may as well just go and fix it up now because that's probably a bigger priority
Unspotted.
since it's under, well, it's in line of sight.
Closing on them, sir.
Right, let's aim at this Pack 38.
Fire for effect.
We're paratroopers. We're supposed to be surrounded. Go, Red Devils, go! Where do you need us?
I think he killed off one of my units of Pathfinders before it unloaded, which is annoying, but that doesn't matter. Job done. Pioneers are on the field now.
Ready, sir.
It's not ideal
Everybody up. I have nothing else planned for this afternoon.
because we don't have too much that can trade very well with Pioneers. I can bring up maybe like a Cromwell. That might do the job.
Move fast and clear.
Ready to fire.
Give me mortar. Gotta make sure we fire at that.
This is a story you'll tell your grandchildren.
And hopefully this Tetrarch will be fixed up soon,
Our business, sir.
as I think the smoke's about to dissipate. We'll get some more smoke down with this 3-inch mortar. There we go. He's fixed up. Let's get him out of the way.
Okay, let's go. Cup of tea, gentlemen.
Another one bites the dust.
Oh nice, we killed the 81mm mortar.
Do you have a target, sir?
What's he firing at me now?
Okay, sir. 7 Platoon, C Company.
These airborne paras, they just rip to shreds grenadier squads.
Sir.
We're nearly in range with Pathfinders here, which is nice.
Jerry's dead.
Well, that worked.
Enemy sighted.
Time to run across with some bucks. Gonna get my airborne scouts to come across as well, and I'll bring in some more of those over here. Might also bring in my sniper, although there's a lot of artillery, and snipers don't particularly do very well against artillery. Bring in another M1 howitzer.
We need 4 feet here. Roger.
Maybe that can do the job.
7 Platoon, C Company. He's down.
And we killed the grenadiers on that side.
Orders, Captain.
Try and push
Safety's on
forwards here.
soldiers. Shoot on sight. We're paratroopers. We're supposed to be surrounded.
Those are Osttruppen.
I am in charge here. Go back, driver.
Right, my Cromwell is in a bad spot. So is this Tetrarch. He needs to go.
Yes, sir.
But those airborne paras are gone as well. And that is a Pioneer squad.
Recon units at your orders. Yes, Captain. Let's liberate some French
Pioneer
ladies.
Fiera. Okay.
Fire. Smash them. We're operational.
Got the engine. We're waiting here.
We've used up all our ammo, sir.
Red Devils at your orders. Safety's off, soldiers. Shoot on sight.
Another one bites the dust.
Okay.
Awaiting instructions.
This Cromwell 5 just needs to stay out of the way. It really does. Where's our artillery coming in from?
Service, sir.
10 degrees up. Fire.
Need some extra ice, sir? For God's sake!
Do you have a target, sir?
Look for Jerry. Yes, sir. Let's go, Lieutenant.
So far, we've done very well actually. One's Pioneers wrecking my Pathfinders a bit there, which is annoying.
Can't take it anymore. Any orders? Let's liberate some French ladies. Yes, sir. Go back slowly.
I don't want to be in line of sight of the Stug.
Red Devils at your orders.
Drop 200. 6 rounds. 5 for effect.
We can't take it anymore. Tank ready. Let's roll. They're offering us
Bring in
arms.
some more supply.
I hear you loud and clear.
Ooh, at close range there, that AT gun ambushed my Cromwell.
Give us a good firing position.
I completely forgot about that one. We got a lot of spare reinforcement points, so let's reinforce ourselves. I'll bring in a 6-pounder for the main road. That would probably be a very good idea to stop the reinforcements. I'll bring in a Mosquito Pathfinder to get rid of these annoying Pioneers for me.
Watch out for enemy fighters. Heading back home.
And evac Winchester's on. I'll have to turn that off next game. I don't know why it got turned back on again. Sometimes it does that, and I've never figured out why.
Waiting for action. Don't shoot. Any orders?
P loaded. Ready to fire. Yes, sir.
He's down.
Aufladen, Waffen niederlegen. Adjusting on target.
We need ammo. Here. Yes, sir.
Let's have these airborne paras move up with the leader there, and we'll make sure to get some more of those in. Get some more ox and bucks on that side because we're running out of elite infantry there. On this side we're kind of merging with double duck, which is good because I'm not going to be so reliant on my own elite infantry. One good thing to do would be maybe to sneak across
Are you sure it's safe there?
these tetrarchs.
Hits.
Though I think we'll move into range if I go that way, so I'll go this way.
Sir.
Sergeant Highway is hit.
Es ist aussichtslos.
Nice. Took out a unit of Panzergrens there. Oh, that supply is not... That's not good.
Everybody out.
Pretty sure this Stug must be out of ammunition or something. Maybe it took an internal fragment shot, but that is a kill.
Good firing position.
So that's good. And with the arrival of my new infantry here,
Everybody out.
we should be able to push quite hard.
Any orders?
So make sure that I'm targeting that pack 40 with everything we got.
Someone called for a cab.
These are all my air landing coming up to help us out.
Out there, shoot first, then ask questions.
Let's get a
later.
challenger maybe, or actually get command Cromwell's in. These can obviously provide command and be quite threatening.
Yes, sir.
What did we just get killed by then? I'm assuming this is a flak 88. We'll kill that off. Well, that Tetrarch's actually in a really good position now that the flak 88 is actually pinned. We'll just let that continue to do its work.
Airborne ready, sir.
All these pioneer squads are falling back. I'm going to try and make sure we pin those down or get rid of them before we get into range of any of my infantry. Not sure how quickly I'll kill them off with the pioneers or the pathfinders. They'll only throw their grenade if they're stood still, so getting rid of them like that is quite a good idea.
We'll deploy at this position. Platoon formed and ready.
Nice. We'll run down the ersatz. They're very slow, so they can't get away.
Hey, loaded. Ready to fire.
That artillery just keeps moving back. Time to bring in some more off-map.
Hits. Ready, sir.
We're really running them down now.
Waiting for action.
We must be getting low on like pioneers and stuff.
Stay quiet.
Yeah, Pocket just said out of infantry as soon as I say that. It must be getting low on infantry.
Roger. Changing position.
I've managed my infantry very well in this game.
This is a story you will tell your
And I played around the pioneers quite well as well.
Go and shoot anything that
Make sure that we bring in some anti-air so that we can solidify our position, because if he's out of infantry then he's probably going to be focusing on other areas.
We're listening to you. Let's liberate some French ladies. We need warfare here.
saluting the captain makes him a target for Germans.
At your orders, Captain.
Let's go.
Oh, this isn't good.
Platoon formed
Don't want
and
those
ready.
pioneers to blow up my ox and bucks,
Back.
because that will happen.
Yes, sir. Yellow 4, ready to strike. What are the orders?
Target neutralized.
Heading back home. Sir, yes, sir.
Der Ofen ist aus.
Waiting for action.
Nice, that bomb should
Got a hit.
blow up the
Red Devil,
SDKFZ.
back your orders.
It's good.
Waiting for orders.
some extra eyes, sir? Let's go. Stay quiet.
Going to back off from that engagement. Bringing me off map here. Going to be pretty legit.
We're paratroopers. We're supposed to be surrounded. Yes, sir.
Good engagement range there onto the Pioneers, which is nice for us. Ox and Buck somehow managed to get across there. Let's bring up our Bren group. And we still have units left over, which is really, really good for us. My
Okay, we're moving.
howitzers need to start firing away.
Platoon, C Company.
There is no chance of tanks getting into here.
Platoon formed and ready.
Hopefully the off map will do a good amount of damage, even if it does pin down my own troops. And we'll sneak up a AT gun as well here.
Waiting for orders.
Have this one continue forwards. These scouts up.
Let's go. Stay quiet.
Any infantry that's like left behind, we need to make sure we're moving up.
Airborne ready, sir.
Nice, we got rid of those Pioneers as well.
I have nothing else planned for this afternoon.
The Pioneers are really the problem for a division like mine. It seems like on this left side, Yuri Love's struggling a little bit in the late game, which is to be expected, I guess. What is he playing? The Guards Armoured. Okay. Yeah, you do fall off quite heavily in Phase C if you can't kill off their heavier units, but at the moment, we're doing alright up here, which is the good thing. Myself and Double Duck pushing very hard. Double surrender there. Very nice indeed. The Tetrux, yes, I think helped break through up here quite a lot, which is very cool. I'll make sure my air landing continued to push up. We currently have 70% conquest points needed to win.
Sir, yes, sir. Move and keep your interval.
And we still have reinforcing infantry on the way. Considering we're what, like 30 minutes into this game, I'm pretty chuffed about that.
Forward observer ready. Hurry up, men. Don't shoot. Any orders, sir? Coordinates acquired.
Time to blow up some more infantry. We'll just spread out around this area.
Let's go. Stay quiet.
We have a couple of air landing here.
This war will be over by Christmas. To all units, enemy
Good.
sighted.
Taxi ready. Howard, Templeton, come with me. Get out, now. At your service, sir. Bitte, nicht schießen! I've got him!
Waiting for orders.
Move and beware of Germans.
Recon scene ready.
Right, time to charge.
Look for Cherry. We're paratroopers.
That was very nicely timed. Done a lot of damage today with this 6th Airborne. It's a perfect sort of ground to play this division. So I guess it's to be expected. Let's maybe bring in some mosquitoes here. We'll bomb out these Befell Panthers. Oh, nice. That's good.
Heading to 360. What's up, Control?
Bomb the crap out of that Königsteiger.
Just give me a target. Heading back home.
To all units, enemy sighted.
Maybe he'll fall back in a dodgy position that allows a 17-pounder to pick him off.
We're doomed!
If not, then oh well.
Go, Red Devils, go!
Right, we found ourselves a Nebelwerfer there, so let's go far away. That. I will move my 6-pounder into this forest.
Service, sir.
I'm not sure, Cowsey, if your teammates gave up and then just ran out of infantry.
Recon scene ready.
Can't really complain about that.
on to the new firing position.
Where do you need us?
And this could be very risky, moving up a Cromwell into range of the Luftwaffe Fusilier. Oh, we found the kill onto the Nebelwerfer. That's a good start.
Fire. Smash them.
Take cover, Lieutenant.
Sir, yes, sir.
Let's just get the surrender from that Luftwaffe Fusilier.
At your orders, Captain.
Very nice. And my air landing have arrived to reinforce us anyway. I can't believe those air landing. They're making a run for it. Didn't work out. And yeah, Ugandan made a good push through. But it looks like he's just been sort of killed off here. Did the Königstarget die? Not sure, maybe we just can't see it, but it looks like my overwhelming bombing strike might have worked out there. Which is good.
Firing position.
Killed off the Befehlpanzer III.
Loader, prepare AP just in case. Red Devils, at your orders.
Bandit ahead. Ready to engage.
What's up, Captain?
Internal fire onto the Stug 3. Oh, a lot of juicy targets here.
Got casualties.
Bomb them all.
Shooting rats in a barrel. Waiting for coordinates. Waiting for orders. Unspotted. Prepare for fight. I'm pulling out.
I'm listening, sir.
Oh, didn't manage to get the bombs off on the Typhoon. Looks like it got hit by a lot of anti-air, but after 32 minutes and 49 seconds, that is a victory. 2,432 kills to 805 losses. That's a pretty nice KD, honestly. Yurilov, although pushed back on the far left side, got 3,992 kills to 1,820 losses. Very, very nice KD. Magic Man, not doing so well with the second armoured. And Double Duck on my right, definitely pushing very hard and made a lot of ground. PK-41 and Pocket tried to put up a good fight. Unfortunately, Pocket didn't really have the right division to push against the 6th Airborne, so I kind of took advantage of that early on. 16th Luftwaffe is very nice with the Luftwaffe Pioneers throughout the game, but wasn't really enough to stop us taking full control of the forest in the end. The kills go over to a lot of my infantry. This naval battery at the start didn't actually get many kills. I didn't think it did. I think it just sort of pinned a lot of stuff down. My Airborne Paras and Brain Group kind of cleaned it up. Pathfinders there got a nice amount of kills. We got the Command Tetrarch coming in. 3-inch mortar took out 2 81mm mortars, so the counter battery was on point. Those Pathfinders picked off loads of units. Wow. Pathfinders are really, really finding their way in this game. Very nice kill list for the Pathfinders. Then we have the later naval battery. Again, didn't get many kills. Definitely just sort of demoralized a lot of the reinforcing units and allowed me to take care of them very easily with my own infantry. So yeah, I'm very surprised that a lot of the kills came up there on the Pathfinders over anything else, but very cool. I like that a lot. In terms of losses, well, there wasn't anything that did a particularly large amount of damage. You can see the Pioneers can trade like 1-for-1 with my units, but when my infantry is trading this efficiently, that's crazy. I was saying that my infantry management was good in this game, but that is pretty damn good indeed. Wow. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.